And welcome to today's pick a card reading. I'm actually sitting outside today. It's a beautiful day in Tennessee, and I am blessed, abundantly blessed to be living in such a beautiful, peaceful place. And right now, with spring, I'm surrounded by plants and flowers every direction. And I have Murphy, the wonder dog, here, ready to keep us company during the readings. And I am aware today of these canna lilies. I transplanted them last fall, and now they're here and ready to bloom. And what I'm aware of is how many times do we get transplanted in our life where plan A does not go as well as expected? And so we have to depend on plan B, plan C, or plan D, right? And so I love the lessons that plants teach us because they're so resilient. They adapt to their environment and they just bloom where they're planted, which is what I hope for myself and for you guys who come to the readings. So today we're going to be using this beautiful deck, one of my favorites, Angels and Auras, and I'm going to read for all of y'all. Whoever would like to have a single card reading, I'm just gonna, isn't this beautiful? It's an antique mm, perfume dispenser, and it just turns into a kaleidoscope, a prism when the light hits it just right. But I'm just going to set it here for us while I shuffle up the cards here. Sorry, another still here I could set to keep it up. Okay. All right, so let's open the deck and welcome. I see a few people have joined, which is fantastic. Be sure to say hi. Let me know where you're from. What is your question? What would you like to know? I love having tarot parties. So fun. Murphy, come here. Oh, I see. Okay. Right. What does the universe have, blah, blah, have what do the cards have for us today? So I'm going to draw a card for the collective. Yes, for those of you who are just joining me, I'm just sitting outside on my front porch. Perfect day. So curious what the cards have for us. Now, those of you who have been following me, oh, this one just presented. I am lately I've been in love with the idea of our future self and the idea that our future self is living in the situation that we are wanting to manifest. And it's so fun to check in with future self and see what the advice is. So, going to our first card for today, and this is a card for the collective for the reading today, and it's about renewed connections. You just turn this a little bit. Renewed connections. Who is it in your life that you would love to hear from? Who is it in your life that left maybe suddenly? Maybe they left in a fit of anger. They misunderstood something and they slammed a door on you. Hey Gregory, welcome. So this card is showing us that we really need to be ready for unexpected developments. We need to be ready for anything. And when there's somebody that's been on your mind a lot, who's really disappointed you or letting you down, what can happen is that we can feel closed. See all those hands, how closed they are? It's like, no, I will not let myself be hurt again. I will stand. I'd rather be alone than to take a chance. And so the card is calling us today to reconsider and open our hands. Open your hands. So, what we know is that when we have open hands, it's easier to receive. So, today, as we go forward, I want you to hold in your mind that person that you were hurt by and understand that they have regret. They are going to be contacting you, and you want to be open and available. Okay. So that's the clue for our readings today, being open and available. So let's see. Hi, Gregory. Will find it financial stability. And Latoya, absolutely welcome. Thank you for hitting the like and subscribe, you guys. That's awesome. And hey, Kuldeep. So I'm going to do my best to do readings for everyone that shows up today. And forgive right away if I miss you, just remind me. So, Gregory, you are asking what is the situation with your financial stability. So, let's grab a card. Okay. And this is the card that is picked for Gregory and financial stability. What do we need to know? And we have Archangel Jophiel. So, Gregory, you might want to look up the spiritual meaning of Archangel Jophiel because that will bring you an extra blessing. And let's take a look here. So, there has been a lot of chaos for you, hasn't there? And not only has it been chaotic, but you have been trying really hard to find the answer. I see all these notes laying on the ground, and what it's showing is that you've been trying really hard. What your future self wants you to know is that you need to surrender and give up on something that you've been clinging to. It may be that your ideas about finances have been holding you back, and that there have been ideas, but that you haven't been able to make any of the ideas work for yourself. So, this Archangel Jophiel is calling you to recognize that you do have angelic help. See the wings behind the figure and how she's raising her hands in surrender. So, Gregory, I understand the frustration of not knowing when financial stability will come. But what the angels are whispering to you today is to simplify your life, have compassion for yourself. Simplification is going to be very important because as you go through your personal belongings, the things that you don't need anymore, declutter your life, throw away anything you don't need. You're going to come across something that you have forgotten about. There's a clue lying within your scattered belongings. Self care is the most important thing to remember right now. Having compassion for yourself. Like I said, I'm picking up a strong inclination that there's something that you have not recognized that you will find as you go through your personal belongings and throw away anything you don't need anymore. Make a stack of the things that are important to you. There's a clue lying for you right within that collection of things. Okay, my friend, I wish you all the luck in your work in the world. Your future self is standing in a place where stability is grounded, and the clue you're looking for is in your current situation. Okay. So, hey, Leo, welcome. I'm so glad to see you. I haven't seen you for a while. And Divine Timing, great to see you today. Is that you, Rhoda, in Divine Timing? I can't remember your real life name right now. I can't connect it. So we're going back and we have Kuldeep. Hi, Kuldeep. And we have Latoya. Okay, so Latoya, I'll be pulling for you next. Let's see. Will I get, oopsie, hold on. Okay, Okay, and asking about your menstrual cycle. Okay, so let's take a breath. And Latoya, let's take a look at what the energy is around your request. What is the wisdom? What does your future self want you to know? Okay, and we have this card. Open your heart to love. Very interesting. Vulnerability forgiveness, allowing, and community. So, Latoya, let me take a breath. What I'm sensing here, Latoya, is that there's a very clear message for self-care, for self-compassion. Your vulnerability to come into the reading for this purpose is important. What I'm looking for here in guidance is what's behind your question. So, what I see behind your question is um, the 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 necessity of allowing that whatever happens, whatever is happening right now, is keyed into your ability to allow your highest good. Whether or not these dates end up giving you what it is that you're wanting, your true power comes from allowing things to unfold exactly as they are. I am past menstruating age right now. And after all of the cycles that I've been through with my personal menstrual cycle, I can say that there were many times where I put pressure on myself. I demanded things of myself, and it never paid out. When I look at these canna lilies right now that are not blooming yet, every day it changes shape and changes form, but I cannot force them to bloom. That goes against the laws of nature. So, what I'm sensing here, and I'm not the kind of psychic who gives solid yes, solid no, because at these points in life, it's like a fork in the road. Are you going to trust the divine? Are you going to trust your spirit guides, your angels, to be perfect in the date? Or are you going to press in and demand a date? Okay. So I'm seeing, thank you, angels. The breeze just came up and blew the card down. Look at the key hanging from the door. This question that you're asking is being answered in the perfect way possible. I'm going to give you an affirmation, Latoya, that has been very helpful for me. It's from Bob Proctor, I believe, is the originator of this particular affirmation. I am so happy and thankful now that my menstrual cycle is operating in its full fruitfulness. I am, oh, excuse me, I am happy and grateful now that this situation has resolved itself in perfect balance. I am so happy and thankful now that I am in perfect peace about my cycle this month. I know that those seem to dodge the answer a little bit, but that's only because we cannot stand in the seat of our future self without surrender. Okay, Latoya? Listen, some of you guys are asking very intimate questions, and it's so difficult to draw enough wisdom from one card. That's why I do personal readings. So if this is something you want more information about, Latoya, my contact information is in the description box, and even to write me an email at patternbreakertarot@gmail and let me know a little bit more about your situation. I am happy to provide that guidance for you. Okay, so Kuldeep is uh, it's about a no contact situation, and Kuldeep, I'm sensing that you have been put into no contact, that your person has asked you to not contact them. Is this correct, Kuldeep? That's the first energy that I am picking up on. Oh my goodness, there's so many people here. Oh gosh. Hello, darlings. Juliana Gregory. Gregory, if you want to ask another question, I will hold it to the end because usually just one question a person. Okay, my darling? Just to keep it fair. And Rhoda, oh, I knew it was you. I'm so glad to see you. What do you need to hear most today? I will put you into the queue. Perfectly aligned card. Oh, Leo, I'm so grateful. And I got goosebumps right now because I know that there's things that are already showing up because the full moon on Wednesday. And so the energies are very stirred up. Plus, I know that Pluto, or not Pluto, what Jupiter is moving into Cancer. And I'm not an expert when it comes to astrology, but I listen to what I love, and the teachers are teaching me so much. So, Kuldeep, I'm going to read for you the situation where there's a no contact situation going on. And what is the current feeling? No contacts are so difficult, aren't they? They're so difficult. Okay, so I'm just gonna lay my whoopsie. Isn't this a beautiful crystal, you guys? This is um, a Herkimer diamond, and when I found it, I just knew it had to be in my collection. I love it so much, and the Herkimer is all about healing. So I'm just gonna set it here so that it can hold my card up for me. I'll still be able to see it. Okay. So, oh my goodness, this is such a great piece of advice for if any of you, Kuldeep, if you have been put into a no contact because the person that you were interested in has just, they're just not feeling it. They're not feeling it with you. And for whatever reason, they have walked out a door and they're walking into a new door. And so the fact that the card itself is about career transition, I feel like your future self is calling you to take your eye off of your person. Okay. Like take your eye off of a tool and keep that away from you. Or keep, if Asmita is the person who has turned away, the best thing you can do is to become distracted with something else. If they will come toward you, it will be the perfect timing, and you can't ever control the timing. Okay. Hi, Serendipity. Welcome. I will be getting to you. So, Kuldeep, what we're seeing here is that a change and putting your attention somewhere else can bring excitement into your energy. Excitement is a wonderful remedy when you're stuck on an emotional situation. If you are in a time where there's been a no contact requested, honoring that no contact is the best thing you can do to be able to assure yourself of your future best turnout. Okay. So I believe that this person you're asking about does have affinity for you. There's a connection. That connection has been honored, but chances are that one or both of you got a little clingy. You know what I mean? Clingy, where you're wanting more than the person can give. So your future self is pack your bag. Let yourself leave that situation. See the darkness? Let yourself leave and follow the nudge of your angels that are drawing you through a brand new door. Look at all the light that's shining forward. Many times, when we think there's something in the past that's better for us, it ends up blowing up in our face. And so, taking the steps, look at she's all dressed in green, and look at all the beautiful green out in our beautiful scenery today. Green is the color of the heart chakra. Sometimes you need to walk away from a human to develop the self love that you need to treat yourself with respect and kindness. So, like I said, right now, let go of this relationship. Go ahead and take out a piece of paper and write a letter to to your person and say, "Look, I don't understand why you have done what you have done, and I don't agree with it. but I'm taking steps for me. I'm walking out of the turmoil of that last connection, and I'm walking through a doorway to take care of myself. Okay. A very clear reading for you, my friend Kuldeep, even though it may not be what you're expecting. That's so what the angels do, don't they? They keep us from deceiving ourselves. Okay. So moving forward here, we have our beautiful Leo light. Leo, Leo light. I want to draw a card for you. Let's see, is there anything particular that you would like to have a read for, my friend, or just a general card for the day? Okay, hi, Smiley. Definitely looking at the idea of a move, serendipity. Absolutely. I'd be happy, happy, happy to draw. Paula, money reading for sure. I will be back with you shortly. And now I just want to do a reading, a general reading for my dear friend Leo Light. I've missed you. I'm so glad you're here. And then right after that, we're going to be reading for Rhoda, my dear friend, Divine Timing. Okay, so let me remove our card. And now we are going for Leo Light. And Leo, I'm glad that you know about astrology because I learned so much from my friends who are astrology fans. Ooh, I love this one for you, my friend Leo Light. Let's look at this. One of my favorite cards. Be the real you. Freedom, authenticity, uniqueness, and courage. Okay, so Leo Light, I wonder if the astrology this weekend matches this. I feel like because of your Leo energy, there have been a lot of people who have misunderstood you over time. Leos have so much fire and intensity, and sometimes people read Leo as being arrogant, which isn't fair. They don't mean to be arrogant, they just are Leo, right? And so when we're younger, we can put on a costume and we can try to please others by who we are, and it can work for a long time. For me personally, I have a lot of masculine energy. I've lived alone for many years and I've had to have my own back and balance the energies. Plus, I was raised with seven brothers. Can you believe it? And I was the oldest one. So being a tomboy, being one of the guys is so in my energy. But what I'm finding out right now, and maybe the astrology is pointing me this way, is that it's important that I embrace my feminine side and that I step out of all the masculine role playing that I've done, and in order to be my true self. So, my darling illuminated Leo, illumination, right? What is it you can strip away from your own sense of how you are right now? What costume can you take off and be so vulnerable in your Leo energy? What I'm curious about is where is the softer energy in your chart? Where can you find the pieces of your personality that you can feminize, right? To be able to step out into true balance through the rest of June. Approach your divine femininity with passion. There is, you guys, I'm so excited because I just started my blog again. Many of you know that I had a catastrophic loss of data and I lost my archive of written material. And I just started to repost, and I'll be sharing more about it with you in the next few weeks. But there's an article that I'm going to be posting. It's an experiment you can do with your divine feminine. And Illuminated Leo, if you email me, my email's in the description box, or you could jot it down, patternbreakertarot@gmail.com. I would love to send you that link for the Divine Feminine experiment because I think you would love it. Okay, so do reach out, but please take a screenshot of this card, Leo, would you? Take a screenshot, or any of you who are in the place of understanding that you need to get out of a former identity, that your future self is calling you to embrace your divine feminine. And you can be a guy It doesn't matter how you identify. These energies are available to us through spirit that we must stay balanced between our feminine and our masculine sides. Okay? Excellent. Thank you, my divine friend, Illuminated Leo, for being here with me today. So let's take a look. And I believe, hi, Juliana. And oopsie, sorry, Juliana is asking if a particular person has feelings for her. Now, for those of you who are watching and you wonder, how do you participate in a collective reading, or do you have to wait forever for your turn? Yes and no. Because if you choose, you may receive this reading as if it is for you. Because our imagination is so powerful, and all we need to do is choose it. So, any of you who's wondering, does your particular person have feelings for you? Let's take a look at what the angels have to say. Uh-oh, time to go. Okay, you know what? I always kind of hesitate when I have readings like this because I know so many people hope desperately that a particular person has feelings for them. And your future self is here to say, look, my dear friend Giuliani, I'm sorry, my dear friend, I know that you want this person, Rohit, that something he could do or say would touch you. That if this human had feelings for you, somehow your life would be better. So let's all take a breath together and let's all say, bless my heart. Go ahead, say it out loud, Giuliani. Bless my heart. Because it's not true. There are literally 100 people who will have feelings for you in your lifetime, at least. Sometimes it's a stranger. Sometimes it's the person you see every day at the market who's so kind to you and treats you with sweetness. Love can be found anywhere. Okay. So the message here for anyone that is just craving, you're desiring so strongly. I'm making a fist right now. Can you, I'm gonna put it out here, I don't wanna see, where you just make a really tight fist and hold that fist. Okay, hold it tight. Don't let go, hold it tight. This represents that craving to know that someone cares for you. Okay, now release your hand. First of all, feel the relief to stop squeezing. This is just like what's going on in the energy. It's time to go. If you can release, pack your bags, right? Pack your bags, the memories, the thoughts, the feelings. All of that's in the past, isn't it? All of it is yesterday. If your situation changes with your person, you want it to be fresh. Trust me, you don't want to go backwards ever. There is no past. The past is gone. If this person is going to come back, they will. If they're going to reach out with feelings for you, you'll know it. But your future self is saying you're wasting so much time looking backwards. There's a quote that says humans are the only creatures on the planet that live life looking in the rearview mirror. What could have been? Okay, so take out a piece of paper and write a note to Rohit. Write a note to this person and say, look, I really enjoy you. I think you're terrific, but I'm not going to spend one iota, one moment, 1 second of my time thinking about you in the past. I don't know if you're in my future. And quite frankly, I don't care. The whole world is out here. Or Juliana, look at how that scenery looks just like that scenery, right? The green grass, the trees in the background. It's like this is where you're supposed to be right now, looking out to what is ahead of you. If I look at what's behind me, it's a wall. In fact, I think I'll just do it. I'm just going to turn my camera around. Look what's behind me. Nothing. There's nothing there, right? That's what happens when we fixate. Say hi to Murphy. Hey, Murphy. Oh, back to the reading. That's what happens when we fixate on the past. There's nothing there. 1111 is at the top of my screen right now. I love 1111 because what it shows me is that you may have conflicting intentions. Conflicting intentions. One intention is, I will be loved. The other intention says, it must be this person. We quite frankly don't know that. And your future self is here to tell you that 10 years from now, you won't even remember who Rohit is. Okay? Wonderful message. It's not easy to do this, but if you stay focused, I am so thankful and happy now that I am free of my past. I am so happy and relieved now that I am free of my past connections to all the humans. We just want to have what's in our future. Okay, let me go forward here. Let me go ahead. You are so welcome, Juliana. Thank you so much. And Bikika, thank you for being here. Serenity saying hi. Illuminated Leo, oh, I'm great. Wow, illuminated. So good of a reading for you today, right? Just to strip off that costume that you've been wearing to do so much for your family. Ritika, hi, darling. Elizabeth, welcome. So glad you're here. Hey, Rhoda, I see you're still here. Ritika, great. I will be getting to you for sure. I promise I'm going to do the best I can. And let me just going back, Smiley. I just want to see who's next. Hi, Paula. Money for this year. Latoya. Okay, good. Okay, Paula, you're next. Welcome. So again, just so you guys realize, I'm good doing the best I can to be the entertainer at this tarot party. I'm so glad you're here. If I can't get to your message today, I will be back. I do a live every weekend, but I also put messages out every day, little breadcrumbs of wisdom from the divine. So please do check out my page or my channel. Okay, so Paula. Okay, Paula is asking about money, and money is a critical issue for so many people. So if you're visiting me here, first of all, thank you. I'm Catherine, Pattern Breaker Tarot, and we are going to do a reading around money coming in, receiving money. So if you also need to have a blessing if financially, claim this reading. Go ahead and put that heart over there to the right, the little emoji as a signal of joining the energy. Will money be coming soon? What is the wisdom? Let me just cut my cards. And Paula, this is especially for you, but for everyone who's wanting a money situation. Divine magic, gotta love it. This, I would say, first and foremost, this is a very positive indication, Paula. What I have found out through my life, and I live a creative life. I live without having a regular 9 to 5 job. I'm 72 and I've done plenty of traditional work in my time. And I have learned over the last 10 years how to get super creative. And I do lots of different things that I'm good at and create many different streams of income. And I think at this time, when we look at this reading, first of all, we have the wishing well. So it shows, Paula, that the universe has heard your wish, that you have been wishing for a development, for a manifestation of money entering your life. And girl, I hear you. It's so important that we have steady income, steady revenue, steady money coming in. But in this world today, what we're seeing is that the answer comes in many ways. Usually, we have a coin. Usually, you don't go out into the yard and find money. Now, for me personally, I am so lucky. I have been lucky beyond words, even to be mentioned in a book where my website was listed, and I did not ask for that to happen. And luck will hit you when you believe you're lucky. There's a railroad track very near my home, and Murphy and I walk there every day. Since January, I have found over 100 lucky pennies at that railroad track. And sometimes I'll take my walk in the morning and there's none there. I come back in the evening and there's 3 pennies laying right there for me to find. Now, 1 penny is not going to buy too much. I hear you, but signs are something that show us we're on the right track, right? And so there's something you're doing, Paula. There's something that you're good at. You might be a good cook. You might be able to create a craft. You might be able to help people set up their Facebook page or set up their Instagram because you're really good at the internet and there's people in your town who are not. One of my clients in the past with her manicurist, the person that did her nails. She asked, "Could we trade and I could do your nails, or excuse me, you could do my nails and I will set up your Instagram." She had never set up an Instagram. They started a trade. Before you know it, there were other people in the same place who needed help with their social media. Well, this girl is now doing setup of social media for people. It's not her regular job. It's just something she enjoys. So if money will come, it's going to come in a variety of ways, and you don't know what they are right now. The card I just read about the taking off of the costume, that card is a symbol of how we have to see ourselves differently. Now, I'm looking at the little note that's on the card. See if I can make it come into focus. No, I'm too close. It says how to get a book contract. Okay, are you a writer? Do you want to start writing? There's something for you here that you're not expecting. Okay, so, whoops, what you want to do is to create a list of all the things that you've done through your life, Paula, and anyone else who's listening. Write a list of the things you've done through your life that has earned money. And then look back and see, are there any of those that you can restart so that you can start collecting even a small amount of it? Listen, people need people to clean their houses. People need people to do their gardening. There are so many opportunities around you all the time. Okay. Also, be sure to check my posts on my channel because I put things nearly every day on how to attract money, relationships, career changes. I put my favorite teachers into the posts. So if you can check that, one of my clients checks it every day because she enjoys seeing the very tools that I know how to use. So don't put away your dreams, Paula. Money is coming to you. Okay, let's create an affirmation. I am so happy and relieved now that I know money is on its way. I am so happy and relieved now that I have other avenues that I never considered. I am so happy and relieved now that I am receiving divine guidance in my finances. Do hit replay this part of the message. Okay, Paula, so you can write those down because they are the ways that the angelic realm hears you. They hear you through gratitude and relief. I am so happy and relieved and thankful now that I realize the answer is on its way. What we want to do is create statements that push us to the future rather than looking at the past. Okay. Divine magic is working on your behalf, my dear Paula. Okay. Smiley, serendipity. Smiley, looking for a move in 2025. We already had the pack our time to go card. And so I know that one is out of the deck. I believe with all my heart that we have a future self. Our future self is already living in exactly what it is we're wanting. Who better to give us advice? So when it comes to this move in 2025, Smiley, let's see what universe has to say. Now, let me cut the cards. Oh, out your card. Ah, self-employment. Very interesting. Commitment, resourceful, confident, and rewarding. Okay, so right away, if I am sensing this, it seems to me that there's been some limitations, Smiley, that you have been feeling a sense of limitation. And when I look at the card and see the wings without a body, it just shows incompleteness. It's like, how can you fly without a body? Do we see wings by themselves? So I feel like this is a transitional card and it's showing a time in between, which I think really talks about your energy right now while you're in the place of indecisiveness. There's tentative and timid. There's something that's working hard right now. And so perhaps you are employed somewhere and it's not meeting your needs. Perhaps you have had a hankering, as my grandma used to say, a hankering. I have a hankering to be doing something else. I'm also sensing this indecisiveness. Are you an air sign by chance, Smiley? I'm curious if you, yes, soulful. Absolutely. Hi, Shannon. I'm just going out of here just to see if Smiley has said anything. Okay, so Smiley, I'm sensing that the what do you call it? The indecisiveness is what's really dragging you down. So I think that the self-employment idea is something that will support you where you are now and as you take flight into a new environment. I will tell you that I moved out several times in my lifetime, and it has separated me from some of my normal expectations, my normal relationships. I'm not living in the same town I was born in, the way a lot of people are. And I can tell you, Smiley, that every single time I have moved, it has been an incredible blessing. The challenge of going to a new community and doing life again in a new place is something, if you have the opportunity to do it, I say go, because the indecisiveness, the limitedness that you're feeling, it could be your angels' guides, it could be your wealthier self dropping breadcrumbs for you. Follow me, follow me. Okay. When I went to Mexico to live, I made a decision like within 2 weeks and I moved to Mexico. I didn't know anybody. I loved it. I was there for 4 years. It completely changed my life. So when people ask me, what do you think? Do you think that I should leave and go live somewhere else? I'm like, look, if your heart is calling for you to do it, then do it and don't delay because there's something missing here. It's like I see this, there's no body. So I feel like a part of you has already moved on. Does that resonate for you, Smiley? Anyone, if you're hearing my voice right now and you are tired of living where you're living, it's important to realize one thing. If you think that your new location is going to solve everything, then don't move because you take you with you. If you tend to complain a lot, you're going to go to a place where there's a lot of complainers. If you tend to be depressed in your current place, then you may, Murphy's growling because my neighbor's walking by. Hi, Miss Betty. Murphy, no, no, no. I live in a beautiful place where people walk by, people are walking by, and so Murphy gets excited. So, but anyway, um, wherever you choose to move, yes, Murphy, come here, come here. Boo. Wherever you choose to move, remember you will be your best friend there. And one of the best values you get from moving is creating that relationship with yourself that will change you forever. Okay. So there you have it, Miss Smiley, Mr. or Miss Smiley. I hope you find what you're looking for. Okay. And Rhoda, general reading, and then Ritika, a fellow Scorpio. Hey, Ratika. I think you were here last week, weren't you? And so Rhoda, hi, Rose, here for the first time. Excellent, excellent. Okay, so we're going back here to my dear Rhoda. I miss you, Rhoda. I know you're so busy with your work. I'm talking on the phone. Oh, yes, I know. They're coming. They're coming. Ready? Okay. So, yeah, Murphy, it's okay, babe. It's okay. He loves to talk. Okay, so where are we? We're with Rhoda. Thank you guys for being patient with Murphy. Okay, let me take this down. I love being outside. Even though there's distractions, it's so fun to read outside. So beautiful today. Okay, Rhoda. Uriel Gold. Okay, so Rhoda, my friend. Okay, anybody who is overwhelmed in your job, if you just tuned in, I'm Catherine. Welcome. Are you overwhelmed with work? This reading, Rhoda, and everyone else who's overwhelmed with work, so important to realize you're not seeing all the details. This card is completely filled with golden light. Okay, Archangel Uriel is here for you today to help you accept where you are. See this long list that's being written? Your angel, your future self, your angels are keeping track of all the efforts that you're making right now, and nothing is wasted. Nothing is wasted. What's important to know is that he's pausing. See how he's holding the quill and he's reading through the list. So, what this is showing me is that it's very important for you to find a way to pause. Okay. Now, I have been in various professions through my life, done a lot of different things, and I tend to have a little bit of a workaholic energy. By that, I mean my work is so fun that I could do it without stopping. And that's not good for me. Sometimes I need to set a timer to just go outside for 5 minutes or meditate for 5 to 10 minutes. So, Rhoda, it's very important for you. I love that you changed your name to Divine Timing because the angels, and particularly your future self knows that you can't keep this pace up. It will not last. So, you are in a golden opportunity. You may be having some thoughts, dreams, and visions about doing something different, and everything is here supporting that. But what's most important is rest, pause. So I know that's hard. I have a friend who worked as a nurse. She was on call. She was putting in so many hours. She was wearing herself out. And even though it may seem impossible to believe that pausing could actually create more money for you, I can promise you it will. You can find there's timers, there's on in the app store, you can find something called an interval timer, and you can set it off to ring every hour. And if you do that every hour, and then when it rings, stop, sit back in your chair, take a couple of breaths and close your eyes. That interval will soothe the part of you who's feeling exhausted because you're getting signs. Your angels and guides are asking you to take it easy. I know this message is confirming for you, right? So take action for yourself. An affirmation that your future self wants for you to know is this one: I am so thankful and relieved now that I can give myself permission to rest. I am so thankful and relieved now that I see nothing will fall apart if I pause. I am so thankful and relieved now that I know I can take a moment for myself to stop. And now I'm just going to go over here to Murphy. He's taking a moment, pause, and look around. Take a screenshot of Murphy, Rhoda, and let this be your reminder. It's always good to stop and pause for a moment. If I let him off his leash right now, he would dash across the field. and chase a few butterflies. But he's learned to patiently wait. He's a very good dog. Okay, let's move forward. Okay, see where I'm at. Oh, good. We are caught up. Serendipity. I see you, serendipity. I think that you left a request, didn't you? Okay, I'm not seeing serendipity. My goodness, there's so many people. Oh, Ratika, you're so sweet. Hi, Em. Hi, Scorp Bear. You are, I'm so glad to see you. Em, thank you for being new for my channel. You guys are so great. Paula, very grateful. Hi, Ratika. You're welcome, Smiley. Soulful, yes, you can ask and I will draw you a card, okay? Smiley, Gregory. Oh, Gregory, if you're still here, email me, would you? I would love to give you some resources about that long-term girlfriend. Hi, Shannon. Divine timing. Oh, no kidding. That card came out for you today. Oh my goodness, that's just crazy. Hi, Shannon. Okay. Okay, Shannon, I'll be getting to you shortly. Okay. And Javi, welcome, Shannon. Oh my gosh, you guys are so awesome, Virgo mom. Oh, I have so many people. I know that it's going to be hard for me to get to everybody. Okay, Ratika, you are next, my friend. Okay. Hi, Serenity. Welcome. I haven't seen you for a while. Okay, Ratika. General guidance and a fellow Scorpio. Ratika, thank you. Thank you guys who hang out here and are so patient with me. I do love the collective readings because with all my heart, I believe that birds of a feather flock together. And so the people that come to last week, I did Archangel Michael readings, and it was so special. And the people that were here in resonance with Archangel Michael. And today we have just a party, just a gathering where we can get together and share our love of the cards. And yes, the theme can be about anything. Ratika, fellow Scorpio, what do we have here? Ooh, I love this. This is cool. And as a fellow Scorpio, I receive this energy with you. Okay, everything's okay. The number 444 is here. And this is card 22, which adds up to a 4. So, Ratika, first thing I'm going to have you do is look up the spiritual meaning of 444 because I believe the angels have a specific message for you. 4 is the card of stability. Okay. So there is stability coming to you through the rest of June. Your your future self knows that you've been feeling very alone. Your future self feels for you, and there's something unanswered or unfinished that's really been troubling you, Ritika. Something that is pulling you backwards like an anchor. So imagine yourself walking, and there's a wagon tied behind you with a huge boulder in the wagon, and you're trying to walk forward carrying a huge burden, and it's really frustrated. But it's frustrating to do it. But guess what, Ratika? Your future self says you can let go of the wagon because your answer is on its way. The thing we want to do for sure is to leave our burdens in the hands of the universe. We want to leave everything that we cannot solve in the hands of Source. Your future self, darling Ratika, your future self looks back to June 2025 and sees a huge development because suddenly you realize you don't need to carry that stuff anymore. There's something you've been carrying in your energy for many years, and you can take it off. Imagine if you were carrying a backpack with too many books in it. That's the energy about one particular area in your life, and it's time to take it off. Some news is coming to you. This says that something could be coming through regular mail, through snail mail. You could get a letter or a package that changes your life. It could also be something coming through an internet connection. It could be this message that you're listening to right now. This could be what's going to bring you that stability. Honestly, I think you know what I'm talking about. Somebody here who's listening knows the burden they've been carrying, disappointment, resentment, something that didn't work out, and it's got to be finished. We have a full moon coming on Wednesday, and I'm thinking I might want to do a reading, a live at night. I think my camera, think I can set it up where the full moon could be shining in the sky and I could do live readings because it's so important this month, this very month. There's some astrological things happening that if we can let go of something we've held on to for a long time, thank you, wind, for blowing that away, right? If we can hold on to the very thing that's anchoring us, imagine a ship at sea winding up the anchor. That's what can happen where you can float off into something magnificent. Okay. So get ready to release. You guys who are watching me right now, there's no accident. Write a list of the things that you've carried for a long time. Could be grief for someone who's passed on. It could be disappointment at something that didn't work out. It could be someone who rejected you and your heart has been closed. Write those things down and get ready. On the full moon, which is happening on Wednesday, the 11th, we will do some readings and we'll do a ceremony where we can release the things that are holding us back. Okay, Ratika, I hope that you'll be able to attend, but if not, it'll be recorded and it'll be here for you to look into. Okay, I am so thankful and relieved now that I know I can let go of that old thing. I am so happy and grateful now that my past is in the past. That's a really powerful one. I am so happy and thankful now that my past is in the past. You're the only person that can do it, my friend. So let's do it, right? Going forward. And we'll see here. Hi, Elizabeth, Serenity, and Bikika. I'm so sorry, I'm butchering that name. I'm just going to call you B. Okay. So B, no third party, third party. We're seeing that third party. Oh, thank you, Rhoda. So appreciate you. Hi, Nettie. Welcome. Welcome, Nettie. And let's go forward here. And Shannon. Isn't it true, Shannon? Decluttering always works. Whenever you're frustrated, find a drawer and declutter it. Go through a closet and give away 10 things. I'm telling you, nothing is stronger. It's like a price you need to pay to be at peace. And the price is get rid of something you don't need. Listen, you probably have 10 things in your closet right now that you could give to the homeless shelter near your home, and there will be somebody who will wear that pair of shoes or slip on that dress and they will feel incredibly blessed. If you're not wearing it, get rid of it. Okay. And Shannon, did you leave me a request, my friend? I've chosen one I've been aware. Okay, Shannon, I am having to let him go to. Okay, wow, Shannon. Chosen one, a fellow chosen one, put your hand on your heart. Any of you who feels chosen by the divine, put your hand on your heart. Take a deep breath. I'm so happy and thankful now that I understand I have been chosen by the divine. Okay, Shannon, my dear friend, I have worked with so many people who have made an online connection that is not serving them anymore. Okay, it's an important issue. The online connections can be very deceiving. I've had some myself where it can get so intimate, and it can fill our hearts with joy and it can make us feel wanted and desired, but it ends up creating a block. And right now, as I'm thinking about it, Shannon, I feel there's a lump in my throat or like at the top of my chest. You know that feeling where there's a lump and I'm trying to burp, but like a burp is there and it won't come out. There's a huge block here for Shannon and anyone else who has an online connection that you know is not to your highest good. So if this is you, this card is for you. Somebody who won't do enough to create a real connection is not in our highest good, no matter how pretty they talk. Let's see what we have here. Okay. And we have our beautiful Archangel Haniel. Okay, so you, first of all, my dear Shannon, and anyone else who's trapped in some unfulfilling online relationship, this is so critical that you understand. Archangel Haniel will have an extra blessing for you. Look up, you can do YouTube search or Google, search for the messages from Archangel Haniel because this card is here to repair how embarrassed and blocked you can feel when you realize that the person you're with is not who they said they were. Okay, so if I pull the card up closer, oops, I'm going to flip it upside down so you can read it easily. Look how it says um, ordinary, blocked, disheveled, which means messy and embarrassed. I have worked with countless people who even sent money overseas to someone they believed was someone who loved them. And the embarrassment that you feel falling for something false is so debilitating. And it can happen in real life too. I've had it happen to me where somebody was only nice to me until they realized I was not going to give them what they wanted, whether it was my body, my soul, or my money. Once I determined that they wanted more from me than they were willing to give, I knew they were not a true match. But getting clear of the energy is so difficult because you can have a pattern of behavior that needs to change. So, Shannon, um, hang on, let me pull it in. Awareness is the first part of change. Awareness is the first part of any change. I love how the wind adjusted the card. The wind is at your back. Right now, your decision that you need to move on into a brighter future is completely supported. The universe is supporting you. I particularly like how the silver and white of this card, very limited color palette, right? Very limited, two colors, that's it. And then as I pull away, and all of this life surrounds that card. Your future self sees nothing but blue skies ahead of you, my dear Shannon. The storm clouds that you're feeling right now that are blocking the light are going to open to blue skies ahead. You may need some support in order to move forward. I personally do work with clients all the time. Getting over broken relationships is one of my very favorite things to do. Create a new narrative that sees you fly. However, you can find by doing a simple YouTube search how to move on after a breakup in YouTube, and you will find resources. I'm here sending you my heart, the energy that I have to support you. I have taken the steps I've needed to take to walk away from failed relationships. And I know you just need to give yourself the time. Okay. Do you own some Oracle decks, Shannon? Do you draw for yourself? It might be a good idea if you don't have one, or maybe even to purchase a new one for your collection. But the angels and your future self are calling you out. You are stronger than you think you are. Do go no contact with this person, be brave, cut them off, block them, do not allow any more contact. Turn and walk forward. Okay. Any of you who need support, it always starts with a phone call. You book yourself into my calendar and I will talk to you personally, myself, Catherine, this is not AI, and we will talk. And if I feel like a reading will help you, I will tell you how to get a reading. But if I feel that I am not the person to help you, I will refer you to someone who can. It's very important that you get support if you're trying to put something like this behind you. Okay. So, an affirmation for you, Shannon. I am so grateful and relieved now that I see the truth. I am so happy and relieved now that I see the truth. So, saying that affirmation every day, say it looking in a mirror. It'll really help you. Okay, I have time for more readings today. And so I'm just going, Shannon, excellent. I'm so glad you were here. Hi, Soulful. Absolutely. Please do ask your question. And Soulful, you're looking for, oopsie, I keep bumping my camera in the wrong direction. And looking for someone and wonders about their feelings. Let's see here. I'm just checking in with everybody that's here. Rhoda. Oh, I love that I was able to read for you. Hi, Anshuman. Welcome. I'm so glad you're here. Oh, Ratika, that is so great. The fact that you have that knowledge of the things that are haunting you from the past, that is what is going to really make the difference. Okay. Don't be anchored to the past. Rhoda, I did do your reading back there. I will timestamp it, and it was the name of the card was Uriel Gold. It was 3 readings ago. Okay, so that's the one it is. Um, okay, Suzette. Hi, Suzette. I love that about your finances. Oh gosh, so many people here. I'm going to do the very best I can to get to everyone. God love you all. Hi, Nicole. Oh my goodness. Aloha, my dear friend. Okay, so let's go back here and see what we have. Thank you guys for being here. Oops, I'm gonna hold this up so you can see the scene bit better while I'm looking for who's who here. Okay, Ritika, thank you so much. So I'm going to do, I have a couple of people here right now that are asking about love interests. These are people that you're wondering, does the person love me? Okay, so I'm just going to do a card for all of you guys because I want to catch up, make sure everybody gets a chance to have a reading who's at the party. So this card we will do for, let's see, Soulful. This is your card, Soulful. And we had Schumann. Yes, and there was one more. And yes, on Schulman. And anyone else who's wondering about their person, what their person's feelings are about them. If you've been in no contact for a while, I know that the cards will answer for all 3 of those, okay? And we have, ooh, Archangel Michael is here. Okay. So anybody who is wondering about their person. Okay, oops, the wind is starting to play havoc with me. Okay, all right. So there's a lot of turbulence going on right now. If you are someone who's again looking at the past, you're looking at a no contact, you're looking at someone and you're studying, you're like, what can I do to make this person pay attention to me? What can I do to get everyone, get this person interested in me? And you're very focused on your person. So, as you're looking here, very focused on your person, what you need to know is something is driving your desire to hook up with someone in the past. There's fearful, there's fear, disappointment, guardedness, and self-doubting. Okay, now each of you listen up. I'm like the teacher standing in front of the room. Check in before I go forward. When you think about your person who is not with you right now, somebody that is choosing to go away from you, they do not want to spend time with you. How does it make you feel? Fearful, doubtful, rejected, disappointed, hopeless, Feel into those words because those words are true in the past. Okay. They're true in the past. Up until now, when you think of your person, you are aware of that family of feelings. Your future self wants you to feel the opposite. Your future self wants you to feel wise, honest, trustworthy, and observant. Okay. Your future self brought you to this reading today and brought in the energy of Archangel Michael to speak to you clearly. Right now, you need to be honest with yourself. You need to be wise for yourself. You need to trust yourself. You need to observe what's happening. If these people are not honoring you with their time, you need to see that for what it is. Earlier in this reading, I did a similar reading. And the truth is, there are literally 100 or more people who will love you through your lifetime. Now, you're not going to get married or have an intimate relationship with 100 people. That's not what I'm saying. But there are people, men, women, and children surrounding you every day that love you. Is it the same as romantic love? No, I'm not saying that it is. But if you are being honest with yourself, and your person is disappointing you by their choices every day, you need to be like Murphy. So I'm going to go over to Murphy. Now, he's before when I showed you him resting, he was not laying like this. This is complete release. This is okay. I'm taking a nap now. I'm checking out. So I'm so grateful Murphy's helping me with the readings today because what it's showing is you need to check out of this old relationship. As I wrote to someone before, take your person and write them a note and say, look, I still have feelings. I still would like it to work with you, but I'm not going to let those feelings stop me from looking at what else I can develop in my life. Look at this stack of books. Your future self says there are so many other people that are possible partners for you. You need to realize that if this person's going to come back, they will. But you're focusing and fixating and obsessing about it is not going to serve you. You need to be ready to close the book, go ahead and look around you. What maybe you should take a class. There's a website, it's called Coursera, Coursera. It has free classes to teach you how to be an admin in technology. There's free classes. You can educate yourself and get a different sort of job. You'll meet new people and you'll actually take care of yourself. Okay, my friend? So please, if you are insisting, if a part of you is insisting that your life is incomplete without that other person, do yourself a favor. Look in the mirror today and say this out loud. I am so happy and thankful now that I realize my life is bigger than that person. I am so happy and grateful now that I realize I don't need this person in order to have peace of mind. Release yourself from whatever bondage or ties there are to this person. Close the book and move into your future. Okay. A lot of times people don't like to receive message like that because it seems like they want their reader to say, oh, yeah, he can't sleep because all he does is think about you. If that was true, you have to still leave that in the hands of the divine. We cannot force things to happen. Okay, so let's see going forward here. Nicole, Gabriella, welcome back. Well, you were here last week, weren't you? Oh, you're sure welcome, Rhoda. I'm so grateful. Yeah, I'm going to be doing another live on the full moon night. That's going to be Wednesday night. I'm going to try it. I've never done a reading at night before. Um, and so, okay, so on Schumann, I appreciate that. But okay, so when will you get in contact with her? It's an easy answer. It's when she gives you a sign that she wants it. Focusing and obsessing about someone who is not in contact with you is something that's holding you back. There's a lot of energy you spend focused on the past. And the truth is, if you get busy with your career, get busy finding love, serving, a lot of times I'll tell people volunteer. Somewhere near you, there's needs. There's places where children need to have companions to show them that they're loving adults. There are food kitchens where you can help serve food to the poor. You can volunteer in your community and share love. That would be a much better use of your time than to worry about when the contact will happen. Because if she wants it, you will get a sign. Okay. And let's see, is there anybody else here? Gabriella, would you like a card? And Nicole, I would love to draw a card for you, my friend. So let's draw. I see if there's anybody else back here that that I haven't seen. Suzette. Oh gosh, Suzette. I'm sorry. I don't want to skip you, my friend. And then we have Scorp Bear. Okay, Scorp Bear. Okay, got it. So Scorp Bear, you are next. I assume you're a Scorpio. Because oopsie, because of Scorp Bear. A weekend getaway, help reconcile. Okay. Gosh, today the readings, there's been a lot of readings about connecting with an ex, and my heart goes out to you. Honestly, I feel for you guys because it can be so tempting to reconnect with an ex, but you need to realize that why are they an ex? Why are they an X? Are you shortchanging yourself? Are you closing the door to countless potential partners because of wanting to have that X back? So, but that being said, in respect to the cards, Scorp Bear, let's see what a weekend away, and reconciliation with the X. Reality check, brother. The cards are being a little bit, they're very, I'm going to say salty today. The cards are not letting my people cut themselves any slack. Okay. But so, Scorp Bear, what we have with this card, it's a reality check, assessment, exploration, honesty, and determination. Okay. So, it could be showing that we have a little bit of misguided energy here with the X. So, the quick fix, get out a piece of paper, Scorp, and write down, fold the paper in half. Now, Scorp, wow, I have a lot of pressure in my upper chest right now. You know that feeling like when you can't belch and it's like energy built up in your chest? That's what I'm feeling really strong right now. So if it's not you, somebody on the call's got that same feeling. Go ahead and put your hand right on your heart, upper chest, and just take a breath. I have to have a sip of my tea. Wow. Okay, hold on. Mm, okay, there's a lot of pressure here. So, Scorp, um, there. I'm getting a hard no for this. I'm just getting a hard no. I'm just going to call it like it is. It's like dreaming, fantasizing that something's there. I don't usually come across as strong as this, but my body is so feeling it that there is something that is right now. Okay, let's take it as timing. If a reconciliation is in your highest good, you need to be sure about it. Okay. What I teach my people is you have to find your hell yes and your hell no. Hell maybe or hell I hope so will always result in disappointment. I'm just going to say that one more time. You need a hell yes, you need a hell no. Hell maybe or hell I hope so will result in nothing but disappointment. Okay. So do an audit. Why do you want to reconcile? Write yourself a letter. Dear Scorp, this is why I want to reconcile. And then read it out loud. Does it make you feel comfortable? I have a feeling you're in that I hope so energy. And your future self wants you to know that that she has been dropping, he or she has been dropping breadcrumbs for you for months. You've been getting signs that this is an X for a reason, and trying to reconcile right now is something that is not in your highest good. Maybe next month, maybe next year, maybe never. But right now, this is a pretty clear no to me. Okay. I see the figures, they're white, and then this green background, which of course is the heart chakra. But the purity of your intention. This is not as if you are wrong. It's not that you are wrong. It's just that you're not letting yourself see the truth of this situation. Okay, you deserve better. Okay, strong card for you today, Scorp. But if you're a Scorp like I am, we need to hear it, and we need to hear it up front, right? Okay, reach out. You guys, I love doing private readings, super fun for me, and I love to be able to open up 20 cards and just really dive deep. So, any of you who feel like more cards would help you connect to your future self, please reach out. I am here for you. All the information's in the description box. Suzette, okay, Suzette's got a side hustle. I love side hustle people, Suzette. And so I'm going to pull a card, and the card for anybody else. Hit that thumbs up, you guys. Connect with me, follow me. It means a lot. It just helps. It helps me more than you know for you guys to jump in and subscribe and hit the thumbs up because of the algorithm. I really appreciate you. So we're looking at side hustle energy. Thank you, universe. Thank you for bringing us this side hustle energy. And Suzette, thank you for standing in the gap and being our ambassador of side hustle. When I started reading cards a gazillion years ago, no, it's only like 30 years ago, I guess. I never dreamed I would be able to do readings for people all over the world. I didn't ever picture myself being on YouTube. I'm a grandma, for Pete's sake. I never saw it coming. So, Suzette, when you think about your future with your side hustle, you don't know what doors it will open. And I'm excited for you that you are exploring that option. So, let's pull a card. Oh, this is one of my favorite cards in this deck. Okay, I love this. So first of all, we have Archangel Uriel. So you do want definitely to look up a reading on Archangel Uriel, excuse me, a YouTube video or Google search, because I believe there's a very personal message for you with the mission of Archangel Uriel. When I find this card, what I see is that for you, my dear Suzette, there is a female ancestor, someone who has already crossed over, who is so happy for you. This female ancestor of yours, perhaps a great grandmother, knows that you carry forward her gifts. And she is over the moon with gratitude that you are carrying her work forward. This may be something you dreamed of doing ever since you were a child, but there's something in what you're able to do. I dare to say you haven't even crossed this cross, like started. And that this particular side hustle that you have, the car next door just started. And I love the timing of that, because there's something about what you know how to do right now. It's just starting the engine of what's going to develop 5 years from now. Your future self is joining in this message to say, keep practicing your skill. Get even more educated. Lean into getting to know more and more about your side hustle. Okay. Because, oh, there's another thing. Thank you, Spirit. Find a celebrity crush. I always love to say that. Who is it in your side hustle who's knocking it out of the park? Find someone in social media who's already doing the work that you do and follow them. See what they do. What do they write about? What do they post? Because you can gather wisdom from a soul sister or soul brother who's already expert at what you know how to do. Also, Many people with side hustles can actually handle two or three side hustles because they dovetail. For example, you might be someone who could take care of people's pets in their house when they travel. One of my most fun clients, that's her job. She gets to stay in beautiful homes and take care of pets, and she loves it. Well, if she decides that she wants to help another community. Perhaps she's like an admin and she helps a online community take care of their customers. She can do that while she's doing her other hustle. Okay. So, as a hustler myself, I write for other people. Done house sitting for other people. I've done childcare for other people, gardening for other people. There's all kinds of things you can do to create cash flow. And if you are in an area that has meetup.com is a fantastic website where it creates gatherings of people with common interests. You might be able to do speaking engagements at meetups that specialize in something that you specialize in. Okay. Check up meetup.com in your community and see the people that you could connect with. Okay. This is a yes, 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 my friend. You are being guided carefully by your ancestors, your angels, and your future self. That is an unbelievable team for success. I'm glad for you. Okay, let's see here. Let's see. Time flies when you're having fun with your friends. We're at 90 minutes already. It goes so fast. And Nicole, Gabriella, you just go here. Hey, Jessica. Oh, future partnership. And Nicole clearing out clutter. Good. Hey, Jay. Okay. I love that, Jessica. No more X's for you, right? Hi, Nisha. Oh my goodness. Hi, Nisha, watching from Oakland, California. I lived in California and San Diego for like 17 years. And then I went down to live in Mexico for a few years. Okay, Eka. Oh, I remember you were here last week, weren't you? Welcome. Okay, let's see here. Nicole. Uh, all right, Nicole, I am so glad to read for you, my friend. So and then let me just see here. Okay, Gabriella, my dear. Okay, so I'm going to do Nicole and then Gabriella and then Jessica. Oh, I love that you feel there's somebody looking for you. Absolutely. Oh, I always should point it up so you see the prettier scenery. Okay, Nicole and then Gabriella. A general for reading for Nicole. Thank you guys. So if you're new here, I'm Catherine. It's Pattern Breaker Tarot. So please do hit the subscribe, click the thumbs up, join the magic here. Let's see what your future self has to tell. Ooh, nice. Nicole. Raziel, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So Raziel, again, one of our archangels, and so you will get an extra little slip of wisdom by looking up the meaning of Raziel. I just have a feeling there's something very important in this particular archangel's message for you today, Nicole. So um, let's see here. Okay, you know what? This reminds me of the Hermit card in the tarot. The Hermit card carries the lantern like that. And it's a time when people separate, they kind of try to sort things out. They're like not sure there's something coming, but they don't know what it is. And I'm just picking up energy around that. And I think this is true for you and for other people that are watching right now, that you've come through something. You've gotten over something, perhaps a disappointment or a heartbreak, and it's time, like right now, it's spring, approaching summer, and there's so many plants that are growing and getting ready to bloom. I'm looking at here at my canna lilies. I transplanted them last fall, and they're going to be fantastic when they bloom, aren't they? But even the bud is attractive. Okay, so as you're looking forward here, the message is not to be impatient. You've come through a time where you've been thinking about some changes, or you've been thinking about some options that you have, and there's some need of healing. Okay, the hermit carries the star of healing in the lantern. And so, what's happening for you, Nicole, is whatever steps you take to move forward, and it does look like the summer is just going to be filled with bright colors and opportunities. That as our Archangel Raziel is kind of looking back and walking forward, right? Looking back, a glance. She's not looking back all the way to 10 years ago. She's looking back at the healing work that she's done. Don't be surprised, Nicole, if some things don't happen that kind of make you, what's the word? Melancholy. That a tiny bit of melancholy or regret might come into your energy because some of what you needed to let go of in the past, it just takes time to get over it because your highest self is saying that what you've gained in your view of what's possible for you over the last, let's say, 6 months is really prepped you for having an excellent path forward. Okay, so you're looking good. It looks good. Remember that being able to take time for yourself to settle back, check in, what's right for me. It's important as you go forward that you don't compromise, that you only do what's right for you. There's a poem. Only do what's right for you. An affirmation that can work. I am so happy and thankful now that I see how well I'm doing. I am so happy and relieved now that I realize I don't have to rush anywhere now. Okay. All right. And then moving forward, and Jessica, my friend, let's take a peek at card for you. I will be throwing timestamps onto these readings so you can come back and review them. Or if you missed a reading, you can come back and you'll find it. Jessica H. Let's just see here. Okay, like a card, future partnership. Ah, this is such a good card for you, Jessica. If there's anybody else right now who's just believing, even though you don't see the person right now, it's like you know in your heart of hearts, there's someone special waiting for you. Okay, this is a very sweet future self reading for everyone who's listening who knows somehow in their heart they've never given up. It's so true. Your future self is here saying, yes, yes. There's not only one person, there are many who will love you, honor you, and complete your life beautifully. Does that mean that you're going to have several marriages? No. What it means is that your desire to feel connected to people who love you is pure. Your motivation is pure. Okay. This butterfly we see sitting on her shoulder is a beautiful affirmation. The butterfly whispering into her ear is just a sign that your future self is already giving you signs. You're already finding things that are lifting you up. Now, there are lots of materials available for finding your soulmate. There's a book that's called The Soulmate Secret. It's very old, not very well, several years old. It's like a recipe book, and you can find it probably used at a used bookstore at this point or online that gives you step by step instructions for how to clear the way to meet this person. But I would say, Jessica, with this card coming up, the answer is yes. I would love to do a reading for you. My email address, all the contact information is in the description box. And it's important that you know that I always speak to my clients before they hire me for a reading because we have to make sure it's a fit. But I would be happy to schedule a time to talk to you personally, get a feel for what you're looking for, and I can totally give you resources. If you want to have a reading, I would love to do that for you. I have expertise in helping people find their person. So do keep that in mind. And then the last piece of advice for you, Jessica, is about meditation. Have you tried meditation? It's a beautiful way to allow your future self access to your mind. When you meditate, your future self meets you there. I use an app called The Way. I love it. It's absolutely wonderful, and I highly recommend it. And Harry Schoolman, such a good teacher. And he also is so encouraging that once we connect deeply inside, everything changes. His lessons are just 10 minutes. Can you give yourself 10 minutes a day to turn up your magnetism so that your person can find you? Okay, what a beautiful card. Okay, let's see here. Think I can do one more reading before I have to go. And the lucky person will be, okay, yeah, definitely Nicole. Right, let's see, I gotta pick my one more person. I have one last reading. Let's see. My gosh, so many people. God love you all. Thank you so much for being here. I just so appreciate you so much. And I apologize to the people that I'm not going to get to read for because it's so many people asking. I'm just looking back and I'm just going to choose um, very carefully because I think there is somebody. Okay. Okay. And the person who's going to get the last reading is Nisha. Nisha, thank you for being here, my friend. I'm just going to pull a card for Nisha. Now, remember, if you're here and your name's not Nisha, you can receive from this message. That's what a collective reading is all about. So we're going to draw one last card. Future self. Isn't it cool to think that our future selves all kind of know each other out there? Okay, and Nisha. Ooh, very interesting, Nisha. Nisha, have you been considering travel? Is there what's going on? So right now, the first thing that I realize is this person is blind. They have a stick here. So there's something going on. Nisha, there's something going on in your energy that your routine there's boredom, there's something happening that's less than satisfying. Okay. But what we have here is your guardian angel is sitting there and putting all of the attention on you. Okay. And what I'm looking here is out the train window is almost exactly my scenery. Isn't that something? So look at that scenery out the train window, and then we look out here at what I'm looking at. So, Nisha, I do feel, and for those of you who are watching, that you are supposed to be here. Okay, so right now, listening to my voice, this is your reading. If you can resonate with being bored and unfulfilled right now, hit that thumbs up. Not that you like being bored and unfulfilled, but just to join the energy here, because many times we can feel trapped. And then it is like we're blind. We do not see what is possible for us. We've lost track. So something inside of you, Nisha, wants an adventure. So can you do that for yourself? You might think, no, I'm too busy. I don't have the finances. I can't do an adventure right now. And I would argue, yes, you can. There's a lot of guidance coming your way to find something that is more captivating than you're involved with right now. The first thing that I'm thinking of, thank you, Spirit, is to just do an audit and think about something that you did as a child, something that you really loved. It was so fun. You got lost in it. You loved it. Because I have a feeling there's a clue for you in something you used to do that you're not doing anymore. Could be playing an instrument, could be singing, it could be just walking outside. Right now, I have made a promise to myself that I'm going to work outside as much as I can this summer. I'm a writer, and so I've got a big writing project that I'm doing. And so I have a table that I brought out here. That's my desk. And then this is what I get to look at every day. And even though it might get real hot, it doesn't matter. It's like I'm shaded. And when I can sit back and look and be outside, and I'm thinking for you, Nisha, and other people that are watching, I think that's part of it, that you're blind to what's available in your life and that your inner being, your highest self, your guardian angel, you're being tempted and pulled into getting out of your current environment more often. One last thing, don't turn down invitations. If you get invited somewhere, say yes. Okay? For the rest of June, every time you get asked somewhere to be with a group of people, just let yourself agree. Get out there, meet some new people. Okay, my friends, I need to go. Murphy has been so patient. He sat here this whole time, behaved himself beautifully. Everybody say hi to Murphy, my sweet boy. Murphy, say hi to the people. It's your turn. We already took a good walk this morning. We'll take one later this afternoon when it cools off too. And so now I'm going to pull away and get my tea, and I love this message. I want to be like a sunflower. So even on the darkest days, I will stand tall and find sunlight. And I'll leave you with that blessing today. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for being here with me. And remember, Wednesday night, I'm going to come back and do full moon readings. I'm going to try nighttime readings and see what happens. I love y'all. Have a beautiful rest of your weekend.